Welcome everyone to Buying Local. I'm your host, Mike Nelson from Five Towers Media. Excited about today's episode here, especially I've been on a little bit of a break here for the last few weeks. I feel like I haven't done a podcast in a while, so maybe I'm a little rusty. But I'm joined today by Steve. And Steve, everybody that listens knows that I always mess up last names, no matter how simple they are. So if you wouldn't mind, just go ahead and introduce yourself, who you are, and what you do.
Yeah, no problem, Mike, and thanks for having me. My name is Steve Miraglia. I am the secretary of the Ballston Spa Business Professional Association, or BSBPA for short. And I run our farmers market that'll be starting on June 13th this year.
Very nice. Very nice. And I'm very excited to talk about farmers market because I love farmers markets and I am a bit of a hobby farmer myself, always trying to grow things, although not always that successful. But tell it, I've heard about the BSBPA over the years. I know a little bit about what they do, but just in case our listeners do not, give us the kind of the 30,000 foot view here of the BSBPA.
Yeah, of course. So the BSBPA is a nonprofit organization that is focused on improving the downtown area of Boston Spa and supporting all the local businesses there. We function similarly to a chamber of commerce. Basically, we're trying to attract people to downtown to see everything that we've got to offer. We do that largely through events, networking opportunities, and just getting the word out there about our village.
Yeah. And I mean, the village has got a ton of businesses going on, especially that downtown area.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's really hopping.
Yeah.
And even in the past few years, we've just been getting more and more moving in. So it's really a good place to go hang out, do some shopping, get some food, get some beer.
Yeah. Some beer, yeah, go over to Speckled Pig, right?
Yep.
They've got amazing beer and pizza, I should say as well. Um,
Yeah, and I believe they just opened up a distillery or are in the process of opening up their distillery.
oh yeah?
Yeah. They're
I
calling
I
it
gotta reach back out
Distill.
to those guys. I recently got connected with them to come on the show actually and talk about what they're up to. So now I definitely have to.
Yeah.
And, I know it's funny because my wife and we really love there's like a few little antique stores downtown there on
Mhm.
the stretch of road. And, we were just down there Mother's Day, actually. Bought a few things. Very nice.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, our whole dining room is from those antique stores.
Oh, is it really? That's
Yeah.
awesome. They got great stuff. They're like
Oh, yeah.
hidden little shops, man.
Mhm.
And then the, like, direct downtown area, I just think is awesome. Like you've got all these restaurants down there. You've got what's the place that's got like the little courtyard area that I always want to go to but never seem to be able to?
Oh, the little courtyard area. I know Augie's has a little bit of outdoor seating. There's
Yeah.
Mexico Kitchen and Bar has a little. Same with Front Street Social Club. There's a lot of them that have some outdoor seating options.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. So, what kind of things or what kind of activities? You mentioned it a little bit before as far as the BSPPA, what you do, but I think if anybody's, is membership open only to people that are in Boston Spa, or can businesses that are outside of Boston Spa join? Or
Yeah, businesses outside of Boston Spa can certainly join. We have several that aren't located directly in the downtown. Some as far out as Burnt Hills, Boston Lake. I always want to say Burnt Hills, Burnt Lake, but that doesn't make any sense. And we definitely have some members who are up in Saratoga as well. We're open, membership's open to residents as well as businesses and nonprofits. I know the residents, you get a whole list of coupons that you can use at various businesses downtown. So that's
oh,
a
nice.
nice perk for residences. But yeah, we're open to everyone. And as for events, some are, if you want to participate in the event as a business, some of them are open to members only, others are open to everyone.
Okay.
Um, and but for just attending as a customer, of course, we're open to anybody.
Yeah, yeah. And as far as the events go, what kind of events do you typically do, and what's the frequency?
Oh, we try to have we have events. regularly throughout the year. We pick it up a little bit more in the summer than in the winter.
Hmm.
But some of our more popular events, I'll try to go in chronological order. In February, we do Chocolate Fest. So many businesses in the village, they will have a chocolatier come and make little samples that you can buy for $1. And you go around sampling all the different chocolates, and then you vote for who is your favorite. That's a really big event. People love that one.
People love chocolate.
Yep. Yep. And then in the summer, we do the farmers market, of course, and then we also do movies in the park once a month, where in Wiswall Park we project movies onto the wall of a neighboring building. And that's free. You can come, bring your kids, and sit out and watch a movie.
That is fun.
Yeah. And then we also have concerts in the park every week in the summer down at Old Iron Spring Park, which is just a few blocks away from Wiswall.
Hmm.
Um, and that's very popular. We get people who come every week, and got some pretty good bands there too. Um, so those are the main ones during the summer, and then as we get into the fall, our biggest one is the Way We Were car show. Um, Not sure if you're into cars, but that one we get over 400 old, fancy, well-kept cars, and, just thousands of people come and look at the cars. We shut down basically the whole village. We park all along the streets, Front Street, Bath Street, Low Street, all over,
Nice.
and that's a really big one. And then we usually wrap it up at the end of the year with a holiday parade in December.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm curious, as far as movies in the park go, what kind of movies do you typically show?
Oh, we show, usually family friendly ones, of
I was gonna
course. I
say, I
mean,
assume family
you don't want
friendly,
a big action one blaring right in the middle of
yeah.
town. I believe this year, I know in July we're showing National Treasure, for the 250th anniversary of the America.
Nice.
Um, we're showing a Goofy movie, one of the months. I don't remember which month, unfortunately. I can pull that. Oh, a Goofy movie is in August, and then 51st Dates in September.
Fun. Very fun. And the car show sounds like a really good time. I mean, so like you can kind of walk around, maybe grab some lunch, look at some cars, walk around some more, maybe grab some beers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a bunch of vendors come and sell food and other goods in the park, and along the path, and then all the businesses are usually open selling food. You can go have a nice lunch, look at the cars. It's a nice day.
Very cool. Very cool. And it's so and the BSBPA is the one that's organizing all this and putting all this stuff on.
Yes.
Wow, that's I would have thought that maybe the town or the village or something like that would have been behind that kind of stuff. That's really cool that you guys are doing that.
Yeah, no, we do a lot more events than you'd think.
Yeah.
And those are just the big ones. We do regular networking breakfasts. We do, um, all sorts of other things. We do, ribbon cuttings for businesses. Doesn't have to be a new business. If you've made some renovations or something, you can just do a ribbon cutting.
Very
So,
cool.
all sorts of things like that sprinkled throughout the year.
Yeah. And I know we want to talk about the farmers market, but before we move to that, so if someone's looking for more information on the BSBPA, website, the best place for them to go?
Yes, so our website is ballston.org. We're also on various social medias. Our Facebook and Instagram are probably the best bets. But yeah, ballston.org has all that information, contact, email addresses, phone numbers, any questions you might have. We love hearing from people.
Nice. Very cool. All right. Let's talk farmers market.
All right.
Tell me about it. What do we got going on here?
Yeah, so the farmers market is going to run from June 13th to October 3rd every Saturday, except the 4th of July. A lot of people are out of town traveling 4th of July, so no market that week.
Okay.
And what we do is we set up in Wiswall Park from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the Saturdays. And we have just a wide variety of vendors. And you can come. browse around. We've got produce, of course. We have bakers, of course. A lot of bakers nowadays. That seems to be a new fad.
Mhm.
We also have a wide variety of different types of foods. Especially this year, we've gotten some vendors reaching out for Salvadoran food, Mediterranean food, pizza, all sorts of things. It's going to be really good, and we usually will have live music playing for most of the market. I don't know if you've been to Wiswall Park recently, but last year they upgraded it. They basically redid the whole park, and it looks beautiful, and the new gazebo they have is absolutely stunning, and the musicians set up in there and just play, and it's really nice, very kid friendly.
Yeah. Is that the park that's right in the center of town or the one that's, like,
Yes.
down the hill?
Yes, so the one right in the center of town is Wiswell Park. Old
Okay.
Iron Spring that I mentioned before for,
Yes.
concerts, that is the one that's down a little bit.
Down there, okay. Alright,
Yeah.
perfect. That's, it's such a great spot, that whole little down I know I said it before, but every time my wife and I drive through there, which is a few times a week, I'm just like, "God, I love this downtown area," like, it's adorable. I don't know how else to say I think that's how I say it to my wife every time. It's adorable.
Yeah, and everyone, all the residents are really proud of that, and they like to keep it that way. It's got kind of that small town feel, but still being
Yeah.
big enough. There's a lot of stuff going on, and they've got the historic buildings. It's a really nice vibe.
It is a really nice vibe. What, as far as the farmer's market, so I know, I mean, I have to assume everyone's been to a farmer's market at this point, but who knows?
Mhm.
Uh, but, so you're gonna have your like you said, your veggies and those kinds of things, and, what other kinds of or, I mean, is it like a huge setup? I mean, I know I've been to smaller, very, I don't know, cute farmers markets where it's like maybe
Mhm.
10 or 15, and then I've been to others where it's like hundreds. So, like, where are
Yeah.
you guys in that scale?
We're definitely on the smaller side of things. I mean, we're no Saratoga or Troy Farmers Market.
Mhm.
Those go for blocks and blocks of actual cities.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we're not a city. We're a small village. We only have so much room too. But we generally average between a dozen and 20 or so vendors.
Perfect.
One of the things we've done this year is let vendors sign up by day that they want instead of having to commit to a full season. So some days are going to be closer to the dozen or so,
Mhm.
and then others are going to be sort of more in the 20s.
Okay. The,
Right. Oh, good.
oh, no, I was just gonna ask, as far as, there's obviously a really good local farming community
Mhm.
around Ballston Spa, right? I mean, there's a ton of farms. I know I go to a few of them on a pretty regular basis. I'm just wondering, are you getting a lot of those local folks that are just, for a stone's throw away, or where's everybody coming from?
Yeah, most of our vendors are coming from local farms, local businesses. Our Some of our biggest farms are My Other Garden and Burmaster Farms. They have been mainstays for decades here, well before I started helping with the farmers market. And yeah, they are very great. They really care about the community and have been very involved in the farmers market. And yeah, and that helps show for other locals who are either just starting a business or have had one for a bit to come and be a part of what we're doing.
Mhm. And you said that you've had, this year, you've had a lot of, like, new different kinds of foods and different kinds of vendors, signing up. What do you think's driving that?
So one of the big things is we did the first annual Peach Fest last year. Um, Before, what we had been doing with the farmers market was just your general run of the mill farmers market, our regular dates. And last year, we introduced a couple more sort of big event days at the market.
Mhm.
So last year for Peach Fest, we had the vendors for focus on sort of peach themed goods and selling peaches, and we got a lot of media attention. We thought it was just going to maybe get a few more people to come check us out, and we got thousands of people interested on our social media. We did a news interview. We got a lot of press coverage, and there were lines around the block. There were for peaches, and that really helped get our name out there. And
Mhm.
I know some of our vendors heard about us from that. So that's definitely part of it. Uh, some of it too is there's always people starting new businesses,
Mhm.
and our market is sized well enough that we're not so small. We don't get a lot of customers. We're not too big that you have to fight for a spot.
Yeah.
So I like to think of us as a bit more of a uh, what do you want to call it? Maybe like a developmental market for new businesses
Okay.
where you're just starting a business or you've been around maybe a year or so and you want to try a farmer's market. We're a great sort of first market for you. You can go, we're very vendor friendly. We try to work with them as much as we can. We have a good sort of regular customer base,
Mhm.
and so it helps people sort of get started, figure things out without having to compete with hundreds of other vendors at one of your bigger markets, or be at one of your smaller markets where you get very few customers.
Mhm. I mean, me personally, I prefer the smaller market with the fewer number of options because you go to those
Mhm,
bigger markets and it's just like it's overwhelming. You don't know if their produce is better than their produce. There's so many options. It's like,
mhm.
it's cool, but it's also like, I don't know, it's a
It's
lot.
a little paralyzing. You're like,
Yeah.
"Well, that looks good, but it also looks good over there, and,
Yeah,
which one
yeah.
am I gonna pick?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, who is one of the newer vendors that's coming in this year? And I know all of them, of course, is the answer, but
Mhm.
who's one of the newer ones that are coming in that you're personally excited about?
So I've got a couple. So one is, Shane Ben's Chicken.
Okay.
So they are from the area originally, but lived in Atlanta for the past several years and are moving back. And they were the first ones to reach out when we opened up registration, wanting to set up at the market. And they were going to be selling their homemade comfort food, your fried chicken, things like that. And
Mhm.
it looks so good. I'm really excited for them. I love a good piece of fried chicken.
Yeah, me too. Who doesn't?
Mhm. And then we've also got, for the first time, we've got yoga at the farmers market.
Oh yeah.
So one of our local yoga groups, Saha Yoga, is going to be every morning at the farmers market doing a class. So you can come do a class out in the park before it gets too hot during the day.
Yeah.
Really get nice and loose for the day.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
So it's becoming a lot more interactive. Uh,
Yeah, and I found that people like going out and having something to do, not just going and buying stuff. That's part of what our Peach Fest, and we also did an Autumn Fest last year in October. What those showed is people like more of an event than
mhm.
just coming to buy stuff. And so by trying to make our market a little more interactive, that gives the people what they want and helps the market grow too.
Yeah. I'm curious, are you doing Peach Fest again this year?
Yes, we are. We're doing we're doing Peach Fest on August 15th, and we're doing Autumn Fest again on October 3rd.
Okay.
And we will with how excited people were for Peach Fest last year, we're gonna be spreading the word a whole lot about that in the days
Yeah.
leading up to it.
Why peaches?
So so the popular fruits around here tend to be blueberries, right? There's a lot of
Mhm.
blueberry festivals around. Apples, of course, everyone wants to go apple picking back in the fall. So we were trying to think, all right, what produce is sort of in season during our market?
Mhm.
And peaches are in season in early August. So it fell in right in the middle of our season, and peaches are a great fruit to sort of incorporate into baked goods, snacks, desserts, all sorts of things that
Mhm.
our other vendors sell. So we're just like, okay. And there weren't any other peach fests around. So it's like, all right, we'll try Peach Fest.
Yeah, I love it, man. I definitely wouldn't have considered it, and then you said it, I was like, "Huh." I mean, because to your point, right? Like I think about our region, I think blueberries, I think apples, and you know, everything else is just waiting for blueberry and apple season.
Yep. Well, I have to give a shout out to the Yellow Corner shop because the owner, Tatiana, she's the one who came up with the idea. She's been very involved with the farmers market and a great vendor to have. And she came up with the idea and then we ran with it and had a great turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about non-food or non-farmer type stuff? Do you have vendors there that are doing other things other than just like food, veggies, and then of course your food vendors?
Yeah, we have a variety of craft vendors as well. We have some candle makers, a lot of jewelry, some sewed products. I guess would you call them textiles? I'm not
I don't know.
necessarily sure what the right word is, but sewed goods is
So
what I call them in my spreadsheet. So
okay.
yeah, so we have all sorts of different things like that.
What about soap makers? You got any soap
Oh
vendors? That's one of my
yeah.
favorite things at farmers markets. I don't know why, but I love homemade soap.
Yeah, so we have a White Falcon Soapery. They come every year. They've been a long attending vendor, and I get all my soap from them, and
Yeah.
they're usually there. Yeah, it's very good. They bring all their kids, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so one more time for the kids at home here. You're kicking off, it was it June 13th?
June 13th is the first date. Yep.
First day out. And I'm sorry, that's Saturdays, right?
Yes, Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
9 a.m., 1 p.m. All sorts of fun. Starting with yoga in the morning, and
Yes.
then all sorts of other fun afterwards.
Yep, live music for sort of the rest of the market once yoga wraps up.
Very cool. And if people want to learn more about the farmers market, where do they find you guys?
Our same website, ballston.org.
Okay.
And our same BSBPA social medias, so Facebook, Instagram. We have all of our information on there, and we put regular updates on the social media ahead of each market, let you know who's going to be there. Um, so in case there's someone you fall in love with their goods first sight,
Yeah.
or come back for them every week, we'll let you know.
Very cool. Very cool. Steve, I appreciate you taking time out of your day, man, coming on and talking to our audience about, what you guys got going on. And sounds like amazing things all around for both the
Yeah,
BSBPA and the farmers market.
yeah. No, I really appreciate the opportunity to come and tell you about what we're up to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, everybody, thanks for listening. You can find us at buyinglocal.us, podcasts on Spotify, Apple, Rumble, and YouTube. And make sure to join our subscriber list so you get all these updates the minute they hit the internet. And thanks for listening, everybody. Appreciate it.